deserve a boss and not a runner. You can do better. This ain't no plea deal. Please don't settle.
When least expected, yeah. Fate stumbles in, yeah.
Welcome in. Hi. Let me say y'all's names. I am very sorry. Energy levels are very much not that high, not due to you or anything. It's the news. Real life news. I know that this here TikTok keeps you from even thinking about the news. It helps you escape the news. I know this. So let me first say the names of all the people here, and then we'll get into why I'm not covering dividends today. I'm gonna hit you with hard truths today. So Peppa, Anna, Kendra, Otis, doing better day by day, Mississippi, Teddy, Deaf Bear, Lolo, Hollywood, Megan, Butterfly, Smurf, Lucy, Lisa, Amy, Heather, Brittany, April, Don, Jordan, and also, let me say it again over here, Daytona, Hollywood, Cindy, Sarah, Cheryl, Megan, C, Sneaky Pickle, Peppa, Bubbles, I said do it better, Jocelyn, Jennifer, Laureen, Dawn. You can grab a snack, Butterfly. And if I missed your name, please, this is an opportunity right now. Music. Your name Music? I thought it was Butterfly. Akuna Matata? My bad this whole time. My bad, whole time.
But the song said Stocky. That's the name. The song said Stocky, that's the name.
Okay.
Stocky.
While this is going on, this is your opportunity. If I didn't say your name, please let me know, and we'll get you up there as well. Otis, cheer mom. Hey, Stephanie. All right. Let's get to the news. I'm not Mississippi. I am not going to be doing the dividend thing that I'll be covering today. There are a lot of things going on in the world that pretty much scary, and I'd rather not get you into anything that I don't know the future of. Sinful. I don't know the future of it, so I'd rather not get you into anything. So I will not be covering dividends in the stock market today like I thought I would. I woke up today to news that I did not think that I would ever wake up to. A white woman getting shot in the face by ICE. A op. Hey, Debbie. ICE is a op. I never thought I would wake up to a white woman being shot in the face. Oh yeah, Venezuela looks definitely a crime. I never ever, right in the face. Then also led me to a couple of things going down that you might not be aware of in the world. There have been NATO powers. They are thinking about getting out of NATO. They also have stated that if the U.S. tries to invade Greenland, to shoot first, ask questions later. They have given the order. Also, the White House has pulled out of several international agreements and treaties. This all happened last night, which is crazy. This is crazy. This all happened last night. I find this all completely asinine. I find this, yeah. Yeah, I was looking up a couple of countries that offer asylum to U.S. residents. I found that Barbados is one. I found a couple other countries. I will bring that to your attention. Please take a screenshot of this when I put it up. I don't know. It's just not a good time to talk stocks at all. I mean, I'm living in reality, unlike most people. I'm living in a very much a reality of things. Canada, Mexico, Germany, France, New Zealand, and Australia. There were some islands on here as well. I guess they removed themselves over the last 8 hours. They were on here. Oh, time moves so fast. The islands have been removed, so I guess Barbados is no longer on there, or Jamaica. I don't see it anymore. It was on here this morning. Oh, Costa Rica's still there, but yeah, I guess we're finding this out in real time together. I thought I was going to Barbados. Damn. This is damn. Yikes. Okay, let's go here. Oh, nothing helpful there. Seems like they're moving in real time here, folks. As you use TikTok to avoid the real world, I really hope that you are not like, I hope the real world doesn't hamper you and come on like the woman that lost her life yesterday due to ice. If you do not know what happened in 1930s Germany, Nazis. Okay. Fastest history 11 I can give you. 1930, brown shirts and Nazis. Okay. Venezuela was just the tipping point. I'll get that clip. But there seems to be a profound cognitive dissonance in America where citizens aren't taking the reality of this seriously. It seems as if this is all fun and games until it comes to my doorstep or to my family. What is happening is real. What is going on is real. He may seem like he's acting and all fun, and it was entertainment at first, but everything's getting really, really real. As they also don't want you to be aware of the inappropriate behaviors with them in the Epstein files, they then start these things, these chain of events that they're starting. The world is reacting to these chains of events. Even if you can't see it, World News is putting it up for highlight. The world is responding and taking action on the U.S. What I believe is going to happen as the world pushes back, we then turn into isolation. As the world is saying that if the U.S. does anything, they're going to remove bases from across the country and Europe and Australia, where do those troops have to turn? Back home to take orders on each and every single one of us. Remember, they're going to get removed. Prime ministers have come out saying they're going to remove U.S. bases. This happened today and yesterday. They're going to turn their focus to the average U.S. citizen, and orders will be taken. I'll be their cheeks. I will cross that border. Best believe. They're going to turn their focus on the average American citizen, and if you did not think that, what's that thing called, Get-A-Dale or Handmaid's Tale could not be a real thing, the shooting of the face of a white woman in the face should be a real thing. First off, they're going to use your bodies. Women, of all colors, American women, they're going to use your bodies. Men in America, if you don't fall in line, I do see that you will be put up on the wall, or you will have a barrage of gunfire shot at you. Either one. If you do not let them do what they need to do to your daughters and your wife, they also are going to do the thing. We are not a part of the elite class. We are poor. The minute they shot what is identified as a white woman in the face, we are truly the poor class. They do not care about identity. It is about money. It is about oligarchs. Joe Biden gave a speech. Even if you don't like him, you should refrain and go back and listen to that speech, his final speech about oligarchs in this country. I believe that was his final speech. It was about oligarchs, which oligarch means rich. Uber rich, uber wealthy, if you don't know what that means. Uber, it means over $1 billion. Okay? The ideas that I have been peddled on this program are now the ideas that I peddled. Once again, I stated that I did not want any of the things to come out of my mouth to be true. But the ideas that I have stated myself on this show about tech bros and millionaires are seeming to absolutely take a turn towards what I have stated in the past. I do not like this at all. I do not like the idea of your 65-year-old grandmother getting put into a military to take orders. The military did raise their draft age and raise the age which one qualifies. I do not like the idea of someone in your family taking up arms against another American citizen. I do not like the idea of a second civil war. I don't like any of these things.
I'm hungry.
Dinner's in there. I have a roast on. And you're going to wait for the roast, the raviolis, the gorgonzola cheese, the sun-dried tomatoes, the balsamic glaze, and those carrots and those Brussels sprouts. You're going to wait for dinner.
I don't like carrots.
You're going to eat the carrots. You're going to wait. Okay?
I don't really like carrots.
Okay, you're going to eat that, and it's going to be on your plate. Okay? Or you can grab yourself a snack out the fridge. You can grab yourself a Go-Gurt. Out. No. Don't touch the no. The pure ideas that have been floated on this programming or show are now seeming to take true clarity. I had the most clearest. I have to ask before I go forward with what happened to me last night. I have to ask, who had a dream? Who of a spiritual nature had a clear dream last night? Who had a very clear dream? Like clear as day. You remember it. It was horrible. You had a dream last night. Or it could not have been horrible. Who had a dream? Who dreamt last night? Like, yeah. So, I'm going to tell you what I dreamt. And I remember it, which is crazy. First off, I was going down a tunnel, taking my kids to put them on some type of goddamn train or whatever. Whatever it was. Then, before that, drove somewhere, got an F-150 or something, a big dually. Was in this dually and was driving the kids to take them on a train or something. Ended up giving the kids away or something. Then, and I'm going to tell you this, if I had to get out of this country, according to my dream, I don't need to work with nobody. Somehow, I'm in this hotel room or something. And freaking, this person who I guess I'm supposed to be traveling with had snitched. And next thing you know, I guess ICE or whoever they are came and picked me up, put me in handcuffs. Hand got chopped off. I was working for somebody, and about 3 or 4 years later, I experienced liberation. So, according to my dream, I don't need to work with anybody to get out of this country. None of that extra stuff should happen if I don't work with anybody. So that was very vivid for me. Um, very vivid for me. So I just want to say I remember all of that in detail. Even the color of the truck, it was a dark blue truck with a brownish trim, and it had dualies on it. No meeting location, not at all. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. No meeting location. I am so sorry. Once I get out, I'll give coordinates, but not until I'm out of here. I do see people turning on each other. As of right now, I see people turning on each other. I see people switching sides for the betterment of what fits them. I see people doing what benefits them to feed their family. And people are going to do that regardless. Even in the current set of administrations of everything that's going on, including higher insurance prices and taking votes on different things, I see that happening. Even down to Congress coming together and telling military members that it'll be illegal to accept an order on any other action that Donald Trump gives, according to Congress. I still see people choosing sides. I do believe, as it was stated on this program, we have reached our 250 mark, and we are absolutely at that 250 mark. And this country is going to be for one of two things: either you're going to take it back or stand up, or you will be a peasant to kings and queens, rulers of tech and AI and whatever that means. I mean, it might mean that you become a TikTok sensation or whatever they decide to name the new app, and they use your views for more entertainment around the world once they put you in the suffocating prison of whatever. And you then have to put on a spectacular act to win points to feed yourself and your family. I do believe that Black Mirror's episode may be prevalent. Maybe it'll be a good time to go to that Black Mirror's episode. Let's see if we can get that up to see one idea, since they're putting so many out of what may be. So let's see if I can get that up for you. Might as well, we could play it here. Got access. So let's see if I can get that up and get an episode of Black Mirror's up for you. If you've never seen the show, it's on Netflix. Quite an interesting show, and quite a montage of different sci-fi things that could be, but I'm finna put it up on the screens. You have a question?
This is where the assassination take place.
Ask the question, please. Ask the question, please. Ask the question, please. Go ahead. While I get this programming up, please go ahead. I'm all ears. I'm all eyes. I'm all eyes. What will they do with us older unmarried women that can't have kids? Well, according to the Handmaid's Tale, sounds like, well, how old are you? Are you over 65? If you're over 65, your best bet is you become Aunt Lydia. You become endowed in checks and balances of the female. Oh, no. I'm sorry, Miss Gina. You're below the age of 65. They did have talks about the draft, and most recently women's role in combat roles, and they also did up a few years ago, before Project 2025, about enlisting women into the military. I don't think being disabled matters to this country anymore. I don't think. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just like being extra. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not walking a fine line with the honesty. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not sugarcoating it. I'm sorry.
Our entire existence is a
Very sorry. I believe the episode is back in season 1 or 2. Might be in season 2. It's not there. Might be in season 3 then. Let's see. It is. Is it this? Is it this? No, it's not that. It's not that. So it's a season 4. I know it's specifically by what it looks like. No, that's not it. Let's go back. I thought. No, that's not it. I'm getting your episode, so give me a second. They removed that episode? This one will work though. This one will work. This one will work. I like Under His Eye. I also like this one. This will work.
Crime, and if we are caught.
Everything's based off ratings in that one. Hey now, Scotty's wife. Everything's based off ratings in that one. Maybe, and you can't curse either. So maybe in some dystopia of Black Mirrors, there's a few other episodes as well that you may need to watch. There's another dystopia in those episodes. They're all different actors and different people in those. But there's another dystopia where people live in a building and all they do is scream all day to see who can be the most popular. Reminds me of TikTok. What are you sending me? Hey now. What are you sending me? Sorry about the volume. Sorry about the volume. Sorry about the volume. Yeah, the mass, as the media curtails themselves towards, hold on, what is this?
I am noticing that the same crowd 3 or 4 months ago who was all up in arms talking about, I don't care what someone's political beliefs are, they don't deserve to lose their life, they don't seem to uphold that belief today. I am noticing that the same crowd.
That's a lot to decipher through. What's this? I don't know who that is. There's a lot to focus on and a lot to prepare for. One thing that I do stand that is prevalent is that golds and metals are taking their shots off, and millionaires and billionaires are buying into metals. Just so you're aware. Highly buying into metals. And if you don't have any metal, I just want to make it absolutely clear, I don't think you're going to make it far. J-Pay, I can't pinpoint that bus. But I cannot come on here. Yeah, Costco does have some deals. I could not come on here and lead you astray. I have no idea what is going to happen to the market come March or June. I have no idea what is actually about to happen to this country. All I have is intuition and foresight, and it seems like we are headed towards the number 3, and it seems like we have lost our educational values, and it seems like the values of America are put into the dynasty of people who want to be kings around here. Alright, so this is the lady that lost her life. This is the American, putting a non-identifiable marker on there. An American. This is an American. Just to be absolutely clear. J-Pay, JP, I literally just looked at a currency this morning and like knowing that it used to be 25 to the dollar for a peso, now it's 17. Obviously the American dollar is tanking. Obviously it's tanking. The euro, the dollar to the euro is 75 cent or 80 cent last I looked today. Things just don't look well on the prediction scale for me.
If you take every single base of the Americans from Aviano to Ramstein, from Romania to all the other military bases will be confiscated and you will lose it. And the whole position of American power since World War II, if you take Greenland, you have to leave. It's very simple, Mrs. Miller. This is the leverage we have. You need these bases for global power protection. You won't have it. And we can defend ourselves very well, and we will do that without the US nuclear shield, without the US troops in Europe, without the American bases. We will simply run these bases ourselves, and we run your boys home into Chicago and Ohio. And goodbye. If you go extreme, we go extreme as well. Be sure about it.
What's crazy is you probably have not seen that anywhere on your ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox News, MSNBC, MS Now, or any of the other, as NPR is being disbanded by its board. If you did not know that as well, they voted unanimously to disband NPR. You probably haven't seen that anywhere. You probably haven't seen this clip anywhere. Nowhere to be seen. Probably in Canada they're showing this. No, the U.S. is not the good guys in any of this. So, other countries are well aware that American troops are right now in a 99% contingency of being kicked out of their country. As Americans, Al Jazeera, yeah, they got kicked up out of this joint, but if you can find Al Jazeera, sneaky, they're good news as well. Most people are not aware of what's going on. They are living blindly through hate and through politics and through their personal beliefs. But when it comes down to it, when the million and billionaires, they don't really give a fuck. I'm telling you right now, if you hold on to those political ideas, they're not going to get you anywhere. When some rich guy wants to take you or your daughters or your grandmother and just do what the fuck they want to do with your body. I'm just being completely honest with you. The rich people don't care about politics. They really don't care. They use it as a tactic for the less fortunate to fight each other. That's really all it is. And as the less fortunate are fighting each other, I'm getting out the way. You want to fight each other over red and blue? I'm good. I'm not going to have my kids in that. I don't know about you. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Yeah, you let them con you one time. Bacon's Rebellion. I don't want to be the number 2 time. They got you the first time. I believe. Oh, I know what this is. Not only did they fuck this, man. Fuck this shit. I'm not finna say unalive. Not only did they shoot and kill that woman, shot her in the face, they also shot another citizen in the face with a tear gas grenade gun. Got me, I ain't finna use children language. This how y'all turn into children. I heard goddamn using children language.
Get back! Right in the face! Get back! Fuck off! All on video! You fucking kill someone else! Don't get killed for this. Don't.
Half of the reason we are where we're at today is they started getting us to think like children and not like adults. They started fucking with the language around here, telling you not to say certain words or they'll ban you. Fuck that. You gonna ban me? I got YouTube. I don't give a fuck. You gonna ban me? I'll go on the website. I'll make my own motherfucking website. I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of this shit. Children languages is what's got us here. They're killing people. Let's just be honest. Gonna save those stories. Guys, too. I got a 10-minute clip here. What do I have? Boo. Take that with you. Take that with you. Trigger warning. Hey now, Diamond. Trigger warning. I'll put a trigger warning on the screen right now. Excuse me. Trigger warning. Fuck this. This is what news media is supposed to do. So, I'm warning you right now. The things that I'm about to show could cause you to feel some type of way if you are ever dealt with combat or anything like that. This may make you, this may hurt your stomach. So what I'm about to show is a massive trigger warning on the screen. Please leave the room. Please don't come in. Trigger warning.
Get the fuck out of our neighborhood.
I believe I have a slowed down version as well where you'll see that he moved out the way. I believe I have the slowed down version just for anybody who thinks that she was trying to hit the cop. I don't want you to doubt yourself. I have a slowed down version for you. So that way you can know that ICE has unrestrained privilege even though they did not follow their mandate. This is not a cop. This is ICE immigration, just to be clear. They have unrestrained access to terminate each and every one of us, but I have a slowed down version so you can see that she was not trying to hit him. He stepped to the side. I want to make sure I let you see that as well. Here we go. Here's the slowed down version. So you can see it clearly. Also stated by their policy, they are not supposed to pull their weapon on any moving vehicle. ICE was not supposed to pull their hold on. ICE is not supposed to, according to their policy, is not supposed to pull their weapon on any moving vehicle. So according to policy, he already violated his policy. They're not supposed to discharge their weapon. So this is not a police officer for anybody that gets it confused. This is an ICE agent that is a part of Homeland Security. This would be the same as National Guard getting in front of the vehicle and they do not have law enforcement capabilities. This would be the same as a military personnel going out in the street, which they're not supposed to do. They're supposed to have a constitutional oath to a military personnel has a constitutional oath not to do anything against citizens. ICE is part of Homeland Security. They do not have the right as well to do anything to American citizens. This was an American citizen that was shot, not an immigration. Had nothing to do with a foreign citizen, someone from another nation. They had no jurisdiction over an American citizen. So I want you to make sure you have that bit of knowledge before you get upset for the ICE agent. Remember that he's supposed to be looking out for American citizens. Looking out for American citizens. Please make sure you understand that. You are an American citizen. And if an ICE agent comes up to your car, they're not supposed to be doing anything to you as an American citizen. They're supposed to be calling the police to handle an American citizen. That's why we have law enforcement. These are things that sometimes the miseducation of the judicial system has us all confused, and the news media does has us all confused. But this is an ICE agent who's supposed to be looking out for people who do not have citizenship in this country, just like any other country. He was not supposed to fire upon another American citizen, as he's an American citizen himself. He should have called law enforcement. This is all horrible. This is a mother of three. This could be any one of us. This could be our mother. This could be any one of us right now in this country if we do not get well, we're past the point of getting together. You have to protect yourself now. And I don't mean by firearms or anything like that. I don't mean by force. I mean that you must protect yourself from these agents. Letting you up now.
Anything? You good? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh. Okay, cool. I just want to say really quickly about this. This lady had a 6-year-old son, as far as I know, whose father had passed away in 2022. The father of that child passed away, right? So she was raising that child without the father, and now this man just wants to take away this woman's life right outside of her home, mind you, leaving another child an orphan. This is, like, y'all gotta take politics out this shit. Like, at the end of the day, this shit's getting, like, this is a YT woman. Y'all are perfectly fine when it's anybody else of any other race. But this is, y'all's color of skin. Is this gonna make y'all see what's wrong? Is this gonna make you see the problem? Is this gonna make anybody see the problem? Oh, that isn't where she lived. Okay, cool. But you're also the ones in here asking if we had the front view 4 or 5 different times in the chat, when really that's not even, we don't need the front view. She didn't try to hit that cop. She didn't try to hit him. He was far out of the way. And I'm sorry, anybody in their right mind who literally got confronted by a masked freaking man who had, literally the reports have said that their vests don't even look like they're real. They look like they ordered them off the freaking internet. They're walking around with pew-pews. Anybody that is in fear of their life, which is an American citizen, mind you, an American fucking citizen, would try to flee. She had no reason to be arrested. She had no reason. She was literally waving traffic so she could turn around and leave. Y'all can try to justify this all you want, but you need to wake up and realize this is deeper than just politics. This was a woman who was a mother, who now that child is going to be an orphan because its father was already passed away some years ago. It's bigger than that. You people need to understand, you need to have morals and see a human fucking decency, if anything. And that's all I want to say is just look at the bigger picture of shit.
I don't mind opposing opinions, but I do just make sure when having opposing opinions, put yourself as a, not even a person of color, as a white person in that same situation. That woman identified as a white woman. So put yourself in that same situation. Law enforcement is supposed to be on the scene. You're leaving whatever's going on. And instead of shooting at your door handle, they shoot you right in the face. Citizen on citizen crime. I believe I have that video. I don't know if I have it. I don't know if I have that video of the doctor being denied. I saw the video. I don't know if I downloaded it. So I'm only bringing you these videos as raw as they are, not to make you oppose. I'm bringing it to you because at any given day after March, after what's being stated supposed to be happening in March, which is they're supposed to start World War III in March, and they're going to cancel the election, special election, the elections. What I am bringing you is to make you aware, as ICE becomes the largest and most funded agency in this country, that they are not looking for immigrants anymore, that you could be the one that the gun's pointed at next. That's all I'm making you aware of. I just want to make sure your eyes are completely open. That you could be in the grocery store and get them just randomly, no matter if you're brown, white, anything. You could be identify as white all day, but they don't give a fuck no more. I'm trying to figure out that, Brittany, I'm gonna go back to my other video because I'm trying to figure out the antagonization. Let's go back. We're gonna hold on. Let's just make sure we see the slow down. This is an ICE agent. Remember, he's not a law enforcement agency. I just want to make sure you have that clear. If it's being stated that ICE has jurisdiction over American citizens, I want to make sure that we have an understanding, because I do want to come to some powerful critical ground. Brittany, Frank, the Pug, do you understand that ICE is not law enforcement? Let's make sure Miss Meg and Brittany the Pug, do y'all both understand that ICE is not law enforcement? Okay, even if you felt threatened, I want you to answer my question. Do you understand that they are not law enforcement? They are an agency under Homeland Security, but do you understand that they are not the police? Let's just make sure we get some understanding, so we're not just one-sided thinking. Just want to make sure. There's a lot of comments. I just want to make sure we understand. Either can y'all leave the comments to them? I understand. So you do. First off, you answer the question. I get it. Okay, I get it. Okay, you get it. It's not a law enforcement agency. Do you understand? Do you understand that Homeland Security and ICE agency that falls under ICE must call law enforcement when they feel threatened? I just want to make sure we understand the Constitution to its best of the agreement and how these law agencies, the three-letter agencies' policies works. Do both people, Miss Meg and Brittany, understand that if an ICE agent or the FBI or the National Guard or the Army or the Marines or Air Force, if stationed in your country, at this very moment, while we still have a Constitution, if they feel threatened, do you understand that they must call law enforcement agencies, which is the police in your area, to handle you? Do you understand that? Want to make sure. Can y'all leave the chat to those two, please, so we can make sure they understand? Let's make sure. I just want to make sure we're on the same playing ground when people violating the law from other agencies, if we're a country of laws. Miss Brittany, do you understand if a three-letter agency, including the Army, Air Force, Marines, National Guard, FBI, CIA, happen to be housed in your jurisdiction, that if they feel threatened, they must call your local law enforcement agency? Miss Brittany and Miss Megan, do y'all both understand that? Do we both understand that? I just want to make sure. Okay. Okay, so upon feeling threatened and a vehicle not coming towards him, but as we see the tires turn to the left right now, that tire is going to turn to the right, which means this person is getting out of the way. So this is a slow down video, and we'll go to the speed up video as well. And I want to know the perceived nature of the threat if the individual is leaving. But that is also based on law enforcement coming to arrest this individual. But here's the slow down version. Perspective, you can see that he was definitely out the way. To come at somebody means that wheel still would have had to been turned to the left and not the right. The left and not the right. The left. The wheel would have still had to been turning towards. I have other ones, but the wheel still would have had to been turned towards that ICE agent who didn't have jurisdiction. She backed up. We can slow it down again. She backed up. He's in the front. She backs up. He's in the front. She backed up. She's moving out his way. Going to the right. Shoots the a lot of space right there. A lot of space. A lot of space. A lot of space right there. The video needed to move in slow-mo. The video needed to move in slow-mo, and also this is not a police officer. He doesn't have jurisdiction to shoot another American citizen. He is an American citizen. That person is also an American citizen. Don't forget the fine details there. He's an ICE agent. No matter what the perceived threat is, he doesn't have constitutional powers as of right now unless the Constitution gets ripped up. He's an ICE agent under Homeland Security. He does not have jurisdiction under the jurisdiction of immigration, which this was not an immigrant, this was an American citizen. Cannot argue that it's an American citizen. We're in the realm of trying to be right instead of it was so wrong that an American citizen got shot by another American citizen outside of the jurisdiction that he was supposed to be working. It wasn't like he shot an immigrant. It wasn't like he shot an immigrant. This could be your mom, your sister. And this, this is just one of the times where you be like, you can't use black people in this situation. This is a white woman. According to the policy, Homeland Security nor ICE had jurisdiction to use a weapon upon a moving vehicle. That is policy. Once again, losing argument there. They had a policy strictly written not to use any firearm against a moving vehicle. They have a policy. Homeland Security and ICE actually have a policy that states they are not supposed to shoot. I didn't come and not do my research. But this is a white woman. This is an immigrant. It's not an immigrant. It's there. It's there. It's there. They do not have jurisdiction to fire upon moving vehicles. It's there. It's there. Intimate threat still supposed to call law enforcement. Body was out the way. His body was out the way. You could clearly see that. That's your mind playing. You're doing Stockholm syndrome now. He wasn't hit by the car though. Wasn't hit by the car. You obviously saw that. Now you're just doing what ifs. What ifs don't exist in the death of someone being dead. She's dead. It's not a what if situation. He should have got hit. There's no need to watch the front view. She's dead. You're not going to make this right in any terms of way. Not if they're not hit. She didn't hit him. You saw that? You saw it. Plain as day. She didn't hit him. I just slowed it down. She didn't hit him. I just showed it in slow-mo. She didn't hit him. That's why you're not... That's why they're going to hire you. They are hiring. They did say that most of the people that are signing up for Homeland Security do not have GEDs or high school diplomas, are overweight, don't have a reading level right now over 8th grade reading level. They are hiring people that do not think. So if you want to be an ICE agent, yeah, they're going to let you be an ICE agent. You can have those same decisions. Doesn't mean when everything gets straightened out that this won't be a Nuremberg trials. And unlike back in those times where there was no media recording, folks, they're recording all this stuff.
I love you.
Love you too.
I'm just looking at the plant.
They have a policy. And there was no threat. You have a right to defend yourself. You do. But what's the legal definition of defending oneself? It depends on one state. If you live in Florida, then it must mean that you believe in that whole practice which they're trying to get rid of. Still wasn't hit. No matter how you want to place this, no matter what news you was watching, you cannot make this person be hit. And they don't have jurisdiction. Prove to me in the video he was hit. Prove to me in this slow down video he was hit. The problem that you're running into right now is that the media has been feeding you bullshit. And you're running into me. They've been making this shit right in your mind until this shit comes to your family's house. The thing is when it comes to your family's house, it's going to be absolutely wrong. When they hit you, when they unalive or fucking kill your grandma, or your daughters, or whatever, then this shit's not gonna be right. Right now, this shit is right because the news media said it was a threat. But you tell me when there was a threat. When she hit him. I'm looking for it. Clear the car. Clear the car. Doesn't matter if he would have waited or not. She cleared him. Clear as day. News media, your argument comes in at this moment is your brain can't battle what has been making right the right. You know what? I'm gonna say it where it is. It's the inherent racism. I'm gonna say that. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. The dislike for people, other people, and probably waiting to see if this was a woman that was an immigrant. Now, you're just trying to make this right. It's a MAGA thing. You're trying to find some way to make it right. It's a MAGA thing. You're trying to find some way to make it right. And it's a love for Donald Trump, which I don't blame you. I have no hate for you for loving Donald Trump at all. That's who you love. That's who you respect. But remember, Donald Trump does not give a fuck about any one of us at all. Doesn't give a fuck. A flying flip. You don't have enough money for him to give a fuck. End of the day, this is completely wrong. This has nothing to do with politics. This has everything with this country being taken over. Hold on, because if I'm going to get my page all the way taken, let's get it taken on the whole premises of having this country taken over in the need of white Christian nationalists. An idea that most people don't even believe in. Some of you are Catholic, some of you believe in Lutheran, Baptist, and all these other things. In the name of white Christian nationality, in the name of trying to have an all-white country, in the name of just trying to be uniquely by yourselves. And you know what? White is an identity. We are all human beings. Some of us come in different shades, but we are uniquely all human beings. And this millionaire, billionaire culture has started to get you subsetting people and making yourself different for whatever. Whatever. At the end of the day, they pitting people against each other for the need of you thinking that when they have a white Christian nation that you are going to be a part of it. You will not be a part of it. You will be a butler, a janitor, a birther, a guardsman. You will be nothing other than somebody who needs to be fed and needs to be guarding their riches. That's it. That's it. Even he knew he fucked up. He put his hand on his head. The moment after he shot the woman and he put his hand on his head, he knew he fucked up. You could see it. See that he fucked up. See that he knew he wasn't supposed to shoot her. I want you to remember something in that same sentence that you just stated. Should have gotten out of their way. Remember, this is an American citizen. And if they shoot and start firing upon you, I want you to have that same attitude. Everything that you're saying right now, I want you to have the same attitude for yourself when they come into your town, when they come into your city. I want you to have the same attitude. I'm not even going to fight you. Every word that you're putting in here today as American citizens, I want you to remember everything that you say when they come into your grocery store, when they're snatching you up. I want you to remember everything you're saying right now. I want you to remember that. Those same comments for another American citizen that looks like you, that doesn't look like you, but is an American citizen, that got shot by an American citizen, that works for ICE, that did not have the jurisdiction, I want you to remember that. I want you to remember that. Even if he defended himself, when they shoot you, remember, they're just defending themselves. If they shoot your kids, remember, they're just defending themselves. If they shoot your mom, they're just defending themselves. Remember that. I ain't even gonna argue with you. I ain't even gonna argue with you. I know how this shit gonna go. I ain't even argue. I just want you to remember what you said. I'll be somewhere else. I won't be in this country. I just want to remember that. Remember that. Remember what you said. Nah, we ain't even gonna argue at this point, y'all. When it gets done to thee, remember that. Just remember that. Just remember that. Remember that. Remember every word you put in this chat. When it get done to you and your family, just remember what you said. There was self-defense. It was all that. So when it get done to your family, it shouldn't be like they was leaving the scene. From every angle, from whatever angle you look at it. When it happened to you or your family, whatever angle you look at it, it's gonna be they were defending themselves, right? I just want you to remember that. Your own words. The humanity that you don't have right now, I just want you to remember that, okay? Alright? Just remember that. Yeah, just remember that. Classic, remember that. You can stand with ICE. When they immigrate you to your home country with which your great-great-grandparents reside from, be it Ireland, Europe, or the Netherlands, or New Zealand, wherever your blood or DNA leads them to when they're doing biometrics and they decide that your DNA links you to a country in Europe, remember that. Stand with ICE as they deport you. Remember that. All these things are plausible things in the handbook. I just want you to remember that. Stand with ICE as they're deporting you. I just want you to remember that. Your DNA does link you to a country of origin. Just remember that. You playing with these folks, they're gonna play with you too. He wasn't an officer, he was an ICE agent. Two different things. 3-letter agency versus law enforcement. You're not illegal if they tell you your DNA doesn't make you legal. If they tell you your DNA belongs to a different country and your grandfather and your grandmother who came over here from a different country and you are part of that DNA, you're no longer legal. They're writing the rules right now. Just happen to have an ear to the door. You're no longer legal. If you're making this acceptable for American citizens to be shot legally, then you're no longer legal if they decide that your blood is linked to another country. Your DNA is linked to another country. I love playing these games because they're going to play these games too. I'm just not going to play them with them. I'll leave before they play these games with me. Have me in the detention center for a year trying to decide where my DNA come from. I'll leave before we get to that point. But you're not to that point. You're not living in the same space. It's not a far reach. It's not a far reach. The minute they started arresting American citizens and housing them in ICE facilities for 6 months, oh, it's not a far reach. The minute they started moving American citizens around this country in ICE facilities, it's not a far reach. The minute they had an American citizen from Georgia in an ICE facility, it's not a far reach. The minute they took a veteran's wife who's from Ireland and put her in an ICE facility for the last 7 months, it's not a far reach. The minute they took an American Korean War vet and they deported him to Korea as an American Korean War vet, and he's in South Korea right now, it's not a far reach. He's an American. He got deported to South Korea. Did you know that? So while they're playing games with you and you're just out here just willy-nilly not paying attention to the news and just got a whole bunch of people going, you can play with like that. I'm not reaching. I'm telling the truth. You've been playing on TikTok. We do the news here. You can go back. Most of these stories I've covered. So I'm not reaching. I'm just telling the truth. I can play the game with you though. We can do this. We can play the game though. Because I'm going to be absolutely honest with you. You want to play? Okay, you want to play? He could defend himself? Okay. Since you living in La La Land, we can play that game. We'll wait till it's you because you living in La La Land. You're obviously going to walk up to him. Ooh, how can I help you? I mean, it's not even a why can I bother. This is just a, when my ass is going and I see these folks on the news getting locked up and I'm broadcasting from another country, it's no. This is going to be saved on this will be saved on YouTube for the clips that I roll in the future. If
Daddy.
all I hear is, if this isn't stopped, these are for clips for the future so I can go back and say, didn't I tell you this is going to happen to you? Didn't I tell you they was going to unleash holy hell on you? Especially when they got ICE agents with Nazi tattoos on them. I mean, especially when they got people pretending to be ICE. I mean, you're up for grabs by some pretender now. Some guy out here with a full costume telling you that you identify as a white woman that looks Latin America. Hell, he could take out your car, tell you he's ICE. He thinks you're a pretty little thing and rape you. Let me just put it all on the floor. So you want to stand with ICE? Yeah, there's a bunch of people standing with ICE who didn't make the cut. And if they think you look good enough, yes. Let's just put it all on the floor. People out here pretending to be ICE. ICE agents who aren't qualified, yes. Let's put it all on the floor. Is what it is. Is what it is. So, stand with ICE. I advise you, keep doing that. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. It is what it is. The wife one was bad. They're all bad. Every single one of them is bad. I don't find a single one that I can find actually good. Every single story. I'm done for today. MAGA people, there is a place to argue with somebody who will just go with you. Dean Withers loves arguing with MAGA. I do point you in that direction. Dean Withers and Parker will have a day with you. I'm just a news agency. If you don't like,
With my big belly.
if you don't like the truths coming out of here, I'm sorry, you're gonna make it home though. Be safe on the drive. I think you lack comprehension. I think you lack comprehension, and I think most of the chat saw that today. The basics of it is that one American citizen should have the basic morality to understand that an American citizen was shot by another American citizen who works for immigration and customs. That American citizen that works for immigration and customs should have been looking, if anything, for immigrants. And I think you're having a hard time with your morals because whatever news you watch is making it okay to kill an American citizen. And if we've reached that point where you're okay with if you've reached that point where you agree that other American citizens should be shot, then we have reached the immoral clause. That's what we've reached, the immoral clause, where law enforcement, even upon all the training that they get, you should know that even here. And at that point, if you would have shot somebody, I'm going to choose to block you so you never have to see me again and know my location. I don't choose to have those in my space like that. Not like that. If you agree that there aren't a bunch of people with fear, derangement, and all type of things that will make them leave the scene of crime, if you don't believe in getting your jurisdictional day in court, then we as Americans have failed and we are turning it into a different type of nation. That woman at the end of the day should have got a day in court and not a day with the rest of her life going. If we can't agree upon that, if we are no longer a nation upon law and order, we are done. And we are going to get some new constitutional amendments and the new old constitution will get ripped up. And then we'll have something new come into place since you don't agree on law and order and taking justice the right way. You don't believe in that anymore? We are a third world country and I just can't. I'm gonna let you go too. It used to be in this country that only people of color, that it was okay to just down them. We have reached an un-American president as no other, as I was just looking at my chat. People have lost their ever-loving mind. And according to what was going on in this chat, people don't believe in law and order. They believe in taking people out and don't impede or any of that stuff. It's really weird. This is really weird because this used to be okay for people of color and nobody would bat an eye. Now they're not batting an eye when it's people that look like them, and I guess if there's a time to shine, I'm shining today. So I do wish everyone the best in their endeavors. I wish everybody to have a great evening. If there was any testing of where America is at the end of the day, it has been tested today, and America doesn't care about one another. It seems they only care about political ideas. With that, I want everybody to have a great, amazing evening. I'm finna get up out of here. I'm finna count down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm gone. I'ma holler at you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'ma holler at you.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, D-Lo, cut that shit up.
Outside with some pretty bitches that don't know how to act. We be acting bad off liquor. All we do is throw it